GDP per capita $2,500. Air quality rank 175 out of 180. Human Development Index 130 out of 191. World Happiness Index 118 out of 147. Pending court cases more than 40 million. Depression has the highest youth suicide rate globally. Unemployment more than 5.5%. 80% of the citizens of this country earn less than $120 monthly. More than 65 million people in this country still live in slums. Guys, these are the stars in front of you. And now let me show you what the media of this country shows. The world's largest democracy, a rising giant, a $4 trillion economy, the country that will be totally developed by 2047. We are growing everywhere with big roads, highways and GDP. That's what they want you to clap for. And let me ask you one question, guys. If your pocket is empty, what does $4 trillion even mean to you? Absolutely nothing now. While you're busy fighting for your favorite actor, your city is crumbling. While you worship GDP numbers, your reality is drowning in potholes and pollution. While you fight for a religion, the politicians laugh. While you ask for a better culture, tradition, religious events, while election, the country struggles by having a poor education system, healthcare system, and law system, and environment about which no one talks about. While you feel proud of the country's army, you are not sure that will your mom or sister will be safe when she will go out of the home. While you feel happy about the big highways, you are not sure that as a man, someone will listen to your rights. Guys, people often say that India's biggest problem is its population. Yeah, I know. It is a challenge, but it is not an excuse. Just look at Japan, Netherlands and South Korea, countries having more population densities than India, yet far more prosperous and developed. Or look at China. In 1970, both India and China stood at the same level. Two poor struggling nations. But today, China has leapfrogged into a global superpower. Even when China had a larger population till 2021, they still managed to have a better infrastructure, strong industries, and higher living standards. Why? Because they focused on systems, execution, national discipline, and not just empty slogans. This is not progress, guys. This is hallucination. Well, India is now a $4 trillion economy. Congratulations! But what does that mean to you? Nothing. Because the real number that matters to you is GDP per capita. That is $2,500. That's not even enough to buy an iPhone 15 Pro Max. Compare that to Singapore, $87,000. UAE, $55,000, and even tiny Maldives, over $11,000, or Bhutan with $3,700. We scream India is rich, but look around. 80% of the Indians survive on less than $120 a month. That is 12,000 rupees a month. That's the truth hidden behind the flag wave. In reality, India ranks 139th globally in per capita income globally. We are not getting richer. A few are, and then you pay taxes like England but get nothing in return. You might be living in the most developed city of North India, that is Gurugram, but the problem is that your city can't even survive a heavy rain for 30 minutes. You're not sure that the highway on which you are driving will be clean enough and will not have potholes. How you were so sure of the $4 trillion economy and developed India by 2047, that is Viksit Guys, have you seen that the rich are leaving India? And why? They don't believe in this drama of a superpower story. In 2023 alone, over 6,500 millionaires left the country. They are buying homes in Dubai, London, and Singapore. Why? Because they want better roads, better environment, cleaner air, and better laws. This year too, more than 3,500 millionaires are expected to leave the country. The rich get richer and poorer get poorer. Meanwhile, you're stuck defending film stars on Twitter. And before you start blaming the rich for everything, let's be clear enough, guys. If India is growing today, it's all because of private individuals. It's all because of entrepreneurs, businessmen, investors, creators, and athletes. Yes, some rich are exploiting the loopholes and betraying this country, but there are countless others building jobs, funding innovation, pushing us forward when the government sits idle. Remember, you can find a rich doing charity but not a politician. In India, governments don't build, governments sell dreams and slogans while people like you and me actually build. Unlike other countries where governments protect and empower human potential, here in India, human resources is treated like cheap labor, a disposable cog in a broken machine. And you keep vomiting for the same illusions, sharing for the same scams. You are not a citizen to them. You're just a vote, you're just a tax number, just another head count on election day. And that's the real tragedy. Guys, but wait, let me tell you about the systems of this country. You might feel, oh, $4 trillion economy. Now, let me tell you about the systems of this country. First, let's talk about the pillar of the country, the education system. The literacy rate in this country is around 77%, meaning 23% of the people in this country are still illiterate, and that's counting people who can only write their name. Average income of an employee in India is less than 25,000 rupees, and the average waiter earning in UAE, that is Dubai, Abu Dhabi or Sharjah, earns more than 55,000 rupees a month. Crore students graduate every year in this country, and only 10% of them get good paying jobs, and only 3% of them get a job, having an LPA of more than 15 lakhs a year. Then the unemployment rate, and then the rising skill gap of this country, all a joke to the politicians. Then let's talk about the healthcare system, which is ranked 112 globally. And the best part, crores of people still can't afford a simple hospital bed in this country. And if someone wants to, then they have to just cut their pockets off from their own hands. Law, a joke. Justice delayed is justice denied, and average court cases that are pending in this country still are over 4 crore. That is 40 million. Let's come to environment. That might be better. Yeah. Out of 180 countries, India is ranked 176 in air quality index. What? 176 out of 180? Serious. And that's the real truth, guys. We are literally choking ourselves to death while chanting slogans. Average Indian's life is reducing to 5 years every year just because of this. Then let's talk about the roads of this country. That might be better. Yeah. Big highways for election photos, but your neighboring roads in your city itself full of potholes that swallow scooters and lives alike. We keep screaming with pride about our past that we gave the world zero. We gave the world surgery, astronomy, yoga, and so on and so forth. That are warriors, they were fearless. kings were grand. But let me ask guys, what is India giving the world today? And what are we innovating today? We have about 1 billion people in our country. More than that, we have 1.5 billion people in our country. But look at our patents. Even countries like Germany, Korea, that are far less populated than our country, file more patents than us. We romanticize our ancient glory to avoid the facing challenges of the country. If you truly feel proud of India's past, guys, then have the courage to look at today's ground reality. Okay, so now let's come to you guys. The society, the people of the country. Here people worship actors like gods. They'll fight on streets for them, even starve each other. But these stars, they escape to foreign countries the moment they get money. Same with politicians. Every election, new promises, new slogans, and afterwards, they vanish. They don't care about your school, your hospital, or your roads. They care about power, which they get after selling the fake dreams to you. Then religion, the easiest weapon that they use to divide you. They blind you and then they rob you. You're so busy fighting for temples or mosques, you forget your kids don't have good schools, your parents don't have good hospitals, and your streets have more potholes than pavements. And if you want to save yourself, stop waiting for government stars. Stop fighting over stars or politicians. Stop blaming everyone but yourself, because no one is coming to save you. No politician, no God, no celebrity, only you. And before moving to the next one, if you say, no, my country is home to me and nothing is over, then simply that are emotions. Just imagine yourself that you are not born in India but you are actually born in US. Then US will be a home to you and your home will be the best for you. If you were born in China, then that will be the home for you. If you were born in Japan, that will be the home for you. And today, if you were born in India, that is the home for you. It's just the emotion. So stop hiding your inner self behind that mask of toughness. And guys, what if you dare to question this like me? If you dare to question, you called anti-nationalist. So be careful. If you ask for clean air, they call you privileged. If you ask for good education, they call you entitled. And you don't need slogans, you need systems. You don't need celebrities, you need accountability. You don't need GDP headlines, you need dignity. And guys, ask yourself, are you really proud when your cities flood every monsoon? Does your nationalism feed your family or fix your neighborhood school? When was the last time India made a global product that the world couldn't live without? Just ask yourself.